Getting an engineering job is a walk in the park. But for Daygame, it is the opposite for monotoned Asperger's syndrome logical engineers. But that doesn't mean you have to struggle to make women attracted to you. Because with 3 months to proficiency, I'll give you a systematic blueprint to get laid as an engineer. Hi, my name is John Elite. And did you know that just because you got an engineering job that pays well, I have students working in top tech companies that are Indians, Asians in mid-level, and in low-level tech companies. I got more engineers laid than anyone. You think this was some engineer school for Daygame or something. It doesn't mean you can take the same mindset to Daygame with your monotone, up-talking, high cortisol, fast-talking, logical thinking, no emotions, but trigger feelings, poorly dressed ass to Daygame and expect to do well. I know it sounds crazy because we're so used to hearing about if you act as monotone as Todd V, using stupid scripted lines because of your corpus callosum issues, the middle part of your brain that doesn't connect the left and the right brain. So you remember stupid cheesy lines or tactics that require one step or two step like a single or dual core processor that easily overheats when you do 3 steps for my social skills flow drill, where you go direct with your monotone voice using inferior tactics, hunching with a lack of social calibrations. I'm going to share 3 insights with you today that's going to revolutionize the way you think about Asperger's syndrome. So it is learning how to go from your left logical brain in your head monotone, thinking of stupid pickup artist lines, which none of my students does, to right brain being in the moment observational, emotional, being more natural, empathetic to what she's feeling. It's you need to master social skills, social calibrations, emotional control, with a whitewash fashion hairstyle. Then use game afterwards with the arrow science, maneuvering her home, sexualizing it to the max, and objections looping the sexual objections. You are opposite of the naturals who mentored me. They have all of these things by default. I don't mean status maxing or any validation or going direct. Most doesn't do that. But they have perfect body language. They are chilled. They flirt more. Since you don't, because you love being friend zoned due to not taking risks, because of your body filled with cortisol, it eats away at your muscles, as you have a narrow shoulders. So the first insights is narrow focus of Asperger's mixed with corpus callosum issues. The big idea here is most of the engineer type of students can't do 3 steps at once since their left brain doesn't connect with their right brain in the middle. The wiring is super faulty, but they do have one narrow focus they can do better than most people, which is engineering. When they do 3 steps, I call it the knight with the sword, shield, and armor concept. They focus on the sword or 1 step, they will drop the shield. When they pick up the shield, their armor falls off. Then they put it back on, then their sword falls again. Instead, they need to focus on all 3 at the same time, like it's 1 step like a recipe. Or they are burning expensive steaks a bit less every time throwing things against the wall to see what sticks. I know. I taught so many Asperger's syndrome students. Just look at my video testimonials. Most are in the tech field. This is important because for 3 months to proficiency, or Kaizen, they are able to relearn their neuropathways and override this weakness. Now, some of my Asperger's syndrome students are taking nootropics for neurogenesis, regrowing neuropathways. If they are too far Asperger's syndrome, clumsy and uncoachable due to 2 Asperger's syndrome, but most don't need it. The second insight is that Asperger's is a gift and a curse. The main thing to understand here is that while they make way more money than my normal autistic ADHD RSD victim zombie students who are delusional, most of my Asperger's syndrome students aren't that delusional like the autistic zombie cunts. However, Asperger's syndrome is a high-functioning autism. Their narrow focus is their gift where they are gifted with the ability to work in the engineering field. I'll tell you the truth, most of the Asperger's syndrome students can't do entrepreneurial stuff since their narrow focus is not on it. So if they try to status max, it wouldn't work if they tried to make their social media have clout. They are too Asperger's syndrome for that. But their curse is they are clumsy, timid, up-talking but monotone, shit body language. Even Mystery is Asperger's syndrome. He has no social skills flow drill, no body language, just stupid tactics. When they teach this Mystery method like mental bullshit, it rarely works, but only for tall white guys in most cases. Other Asperger's syndrome are like ABC of insecurities. They sound like RSD Tyler with their high-pitched RSD Tyler-like voice, over-exaggerated, sounding feminine, where it's monotone, nothing in between. That Asperger's syndrome Mystery method is not even effective for Asians, as their students doesn't even get laid for Daygame using it for 2022 and 2023, making them stuck to night game or traveling to other Latin countries being the Asian passport bros. Yet my Asperger's syndrome Asian students are getting laid with ease non-stop in 1 to 6 approaches. Asperger's syndrome and Mystery method is ruining the Daygame industry since they can't see outside Asperger's syndrome box. Daygame is 2035th for skills, assuming they aren't status maxing with social media as a game crutch. This means for my chart, if you don't have your money in order, you would start to go through the 7 stages of grief stuck at depression mode. Then Maslow's chart of human needs, physiological needs, triggering you. The Asperger's syndrome engineers, logical field are not mentally affected. Makes for better students. The third insight is most of my best students are always Asperger's syndrome or logical. When you see all these testimonials with students getting laid nonstop, many fuck buddies, girlfriends, the majority of them are not emotional. They have triggered feelings, but they are able to adapt with neural pathways leveling up. The whole idea that you are enough is a lie perpetuated by white dating cultures who are taller, just getting tall white guys laid occasionally, once in a blue moon by using DHV stories with their 10 out of 10 perceived natural status. Or nobody lay for Daygame recently, getting 200 number closes, 4 polls scheduled to the house, students seeing big tits, whatever that means. Or one guy got a blowjob but not laid, even if they were immersed. This is a fact, not my opinion. Mystery method style stuff won't work well in 2023, but it doesn't work for most. This is key because when you look at the testimonials, a lot of the students that are monotone or Asperger's syndrome tends to be the ones getting nonstop laid testimonials. This is a superpower, the Navy SEALs type of students, since they aren't emotional. When they level up, they are extremely elite, special forces types. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's all a numbers game, or you can talk via it with game. Well, the tricky thing is that there aren't a lot of laid testimonials from game. I'm not talking about status maxing or drunk women to bypass consent. That's not game at all. And so I've created this 3 months to proficiency bundle. You can get all my training programs with both courses and all my training courses online. And I, as a Daygame coach who has 586 laid poll testimonials, if you do everything I say, it's an automatic lay. If you like to make excuses, then consider, then get skinny fat, lazy, full of cortisol. Say you will do it tomorrow. You would face a hell so bad during 2023. You will suffer every time you delay what I am saying because everything I say is 100% correct for Daygame. I mean, 586 laid poll testimonials is 586% correct. There are dating coaches with 0 or 1 laid testimonials, or 3 for Daygame. We call these guys white dating coaches for Daygame. Direct game is not transferable to low SMV guys during 2023. What I do is I take care of every aspect of your Daygame, leveling you up like the army, forcing you to go fast as possible. Then you will get laid so fast, you become a laid testimonial. You would aim for multiple lays for the 3 months to proficiency bundle, not just one. So what I've done is I've set up the entire training in a structured format. If you click the link, you can start 3MP right away. I also have the Aero Science bundle, which comes with Elite 30, Elite Playbook, and Elite Access, where you can ask 2 questions a day, plus has training for the Aero Science, maneuver, sexualizing, and objections looping drills. But today I'm talking about the 3 months to proficiency bundle, which is amazing.
Welcome to the 3 months to proficiency bundle offer that I have right now that I just created. Do you want to get laid faster than other people's boot camps? Are you struggling to stop depending on a boot camp as the only solution? Are you frustrated by the fact that it seems like RSD style stuff never works, no matter how hard you try? Are you worried it'll take forever until you can figure out on your own how to finally update your social skills and social calibrations so you can't use it in your everyday area of your life? I know it sounds crazy because you're probably even a little bit torn right now because despite the fact that you want to get laid in Daygame without alcohol and you want to bang a white girl, and you might be thinking that you need a boot camp as the only solution to get laid in Daygame, which is holding you back. With all that going on in your head, no wonder if you get all my courses, my online training, you can get laid faster, over and over again without boot camp, having a long-term sustainable result while improving your social skills, social calibrations, without depending on autistic, Asperger's, gamey game lines, tactics that doesn't work without alcohol. For most people, except positive stereotypes, it seems like a pipe dream at this point. And I know exactly how you feel because I went through the same struggle as you're going through right now. I was in Daygame for 21 years and I started teaching in 2012 and taught online since 2016. I went through a lot. I felt the same way for years as I was reading all these books, taking all these courses and buying all these different programs and trying all these different approaches to Daygame and trying to get laid as fast as possible. And nothing was working consistently. I felt like I was on a roller coaster and it was so darn stressful. But then I found the secrets to get laid fast in Daygame without alcohol and bang a white girl that changed my life forever. So right now, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can get all my courses, online training, so you can get laid faster over and over again without a boot camp. Having long-term sustainable results while improving your social skills and social calibrations without depending on autistic, Asperger's, gamey game, stupid lines, tactics that doesn't work without alcohol for most people, except for positive stereotypes in their boot camps. So, in just a week or two, without any experience whatsoever, I'm John Elite. I'm the creator of the 3 months to proficiency bundle. I have 549 label testimonials right now, more than the entire day game industry combined, without students using alcohol and wrestling with drunk women like them. 3 months to proficiency gives you every single online course and training program for the price of 3 months to proficiency, because I wanted to have some kind of bundle to replace the bootcamp offer I had last year, which has expired. I made it possible to get my students laid fast in 2 weeks or less, since some of my other students got a blowjob or late in the week taking on other programs in this bundle like Kaizen, which I'll show you the testimonials later on. And I want you to be able to experience the same kind of success. So I know what you're thinking. But John, Elite, I've wasted my time and money on day game books, products, courses, other people's online training that doesn't work, or boot camps, and they didn't do a thing. Or I just don't know where to start, John. Or I've tried a bunch of getting laid fast stuff before from famous dating coaches and nothing worked. All I want to know is, how the heck do I actually get laid fast in 2 weeks so I can bang a white girl and get laid faster in 1 to 10 approaches that day to get laid, just like John Elite students? My students averagely can get laid in less than 1 to 6 approaches during the 2022 pandemic. Inflation that fast. Well, that's the tricky thing, is that you all been told that figuring out how to get laid fast in 2 weeks or less is super hard, complicated, and a real nightmare, right? So right now, I'm going to share with you something that will fix all that. It's a simple and proven system I created that takes you from zero to get all my courses, online training, so you can get laid faster over and over again without a boot camp, and also having long-term sustainable results while improving on your social skills and social calibrations without depending on autistic, Asperger's, gaming game line tactics that doesn't work without alcohol for most people except positive stereotypes. Yeah, the guys who can fit into boyfriend-girlfriend frame, but everybody else be damned. And you can do this in a week or two. And it's called the 3 months to proficiency bundle. And it was specifically designed for day gamers, just like you. In fact, it's so effective that every day I see emails and social media messages, WhatsApp messages pouring from the brand new 3 months to proficiency bundle users. Also, courses like Kaizen students, elite access students with these amazing 0 to hero success stories. Look, just don't take my word for it. Check out what some of our other students, just like you, what they are saying after they use 3 months to proficiency bundle to get the ball rolling. So, as you saw in the testimonial, this student got laid with a white girl, and he's living in the United States. He's a 5'7" Chinese guy who's from Asia, and he only went through 2 weeks of training. He's already got laid. And this is from 3 months to proficiency bundle. He started with the Kaizen program because he has to go through one online course at a time. For the interest of time, I'm going to just show the screenshots. Otherwise, this will take forever. And here's my 52-year-old student who took Kaizen twice. The first time he took it, he got a girlfriend with a Ukrainian woman who was much younger than him. But then the second time he took it, like the first time he took it, yeah, he got a blowjob in the first week. Then he got the girlfriend. The second time he took it, he got laid in the week with a 21-year-old. This is in day game, guys. This is not some fucking stupid night game, goddamn stupid shit. Night game bullshit of self-proclaimed high leg count guy, mental bullshit. where their students can only get laid in night game, which is 15 out of 35, versus day game, which is 20 out of 35. So this guy banged a 21-year-old. You see on the very right or top left. He bangs a 25-year-old, as you can see in the middle of the screenshot. And then he bangs another 21-year-old, which is on the bottom right. Or, that screenshot next to that one. It's 52 years old. I even got a 48-year-old student late in day game, which I cannot show here because he didn't take Kaizen or 3 months to proficiency. Here's his other friend in Germany. He's 40 years old at the time, and he got laid with a 20-year-old German chick. Then later I heard that he banged a 19-year-old too. He fulfilled his life dream in Germany with the Kaizen program. It only took him 3 weeks to get that lay, and he didn't learn any game, any lines, or even a social skill flow drill at a time. Now they learn it much faster. Another student from 3 months of proficiency, he banged a Swedish blonde. This guy did not make me a video testimonial. As I said, make me a video testimonial. He just dropped off on the face of this earth. He was using Willie Beck shit and RSD Max bullshit because he was a cameraman for them. He told me they fucking suck shit. They did like over hundreds of approaches just to get a date or insta date. Seriously, set the bar low. Proof, another student from Kaizen program. He lost his virginity and he got a Latina girlfriend in the process, a Vietnamese guy living in the United States. Over here is another Chinese student who's 5'6" who got laid. I want to cover his face because he requested it. And this was in London. He banged at 8.5 out of 10. If we average 8 or 9, because he was showing me this other girl, Anita. But don't worry about it. No one will figure out who she is. He claims that she's a 7. And she's actually very attractive. She looks exactly like the women that you see in that Star Wars movie, the new series that everyone hates. You know that woman as a lead character. She looks exactly the same. So if she's a 7, right, and probably I think it's higher, his 8 or 9 is probably pretty high. He ended the game in a good note. Although he quit Daygame, he ended it with getting his dick wet with a 8.5 out of 10 Swedish blonde. And I did meet him in London. It was nice to meet him. Proof, another European student, but he was living in the United States. And in high school, he lost his virginity over there on the bottom left with a Persian chick. His second lay was like when he flew to Spain, but now he's drafted to the army. I hope you're doing well. So, is that cool or what? These are the people who were in your exact same boat, but they took advantage of 3 months to proficiency bundle, and it changed your dating lives forever. So, it's your turn. Would you like to know how to get started? Let's go over everything you get with the 3 months of proficiency bundle. Plus, act now, and you also get these insane bonuses. 3 months to proficiency, 3 months of in-field analysis and homework until you get additional lays. I have the best mental filter, in-field analysis in the world to get the students laid fast. See, their mental filter takes you 6 months of using just game tactics, which is only 2.5 points, which isn't enough, wasting everyone's time and money. It's like if you spam approach for 6 months, you're probably going to get laid eventually. Not because of learning game, but because fucking spam approaching, a numbers game. And without alcohol, that's why it was a numbers game. Because they never learned the alcohol crutch until the boot camp. Kaizen, 7 days of social skill flow drill training, plus 30 days of body language training, which got so many students late. So far, for everyone that has completed this course, I say completed because some people dropped out or got kicked out because they're just fucking zombies. But for the ones that did complete it, they all got laid. 100% success rate. This is not for pussies. It is easy, and it is fast. But then again, it takes, I know you don't want me to say this. It's better to tell you it's easy and fast. But it's also Tough, but fast. You want fast results? You go through the Navy SEAL training, but this is very fast for the results. If you're getting laid in 1 week, right? It's equivalent to almost like a boot camp. But it's good to have all the packages if you want sustainable results. Elite Access is a consulting course that gives you 2 questions a day or the next steps or a quick in-field analysis for a few seconds. Not like a whole thing. Just I hear it for a few seconds pointing out your mistakes or I discipline you to take action. That could be the 4th thing on the menu. John, please yell at me. I need to take action. Who else gives you this much access to my mental filter? Every single day, you can ask me 2 questions. And it can speed up things. It's like asking Elon Musk some questions. Text Game for Minority teaches you how to text women faster in Daygame if you already have your Kaizen or Elite 30 body language down. It's about efficiency. This is not a text game for Tinder. This is not about white people trying to get her out onto WhatsApp as fast as possible. Then, the testimonials are mostly white people and a few Negroes on Tinder. Those testimonials do not count. Tinder is not pickup, but this is for a Daygame. But you must have your Elite 30 down. If you don't, right, then, this program is not for you, but it comes with it. The next program is called Inner Circle. It's a secret society group that is full of my best students. So you can get a specialized group training not found in my products. This is the secret sauce for some of my best students. It also motivates you seeing how other people can do it, the testimonial guys, who looks just like you, but worse. That's right. There's a big party here in the Inner Circle and nobody's invited except the students who already got laid. Now you get a group coaching that nobody else gets. It is affordable because the students always renew. Nobody wants to leave the group. They love it, but it will never be publicized. But it will be part of the 3MP bundle. That means if you can afford it, then you have the right to be here. Mental trauma cure. This is a one-on-one Skype for 10 hours that helps you get over your mental trauma that is holding you back in Daygame to move forward. It removes, it reprograms and deletes the mental trauma so you can finally move forward with your life. This is something I invented, a 10-step program that literally deletes one mental trauma after another. So you cannot recall it. You're like, whoa, that's awesome, right? Like, listen, you can get all this stuff separately and it'll cost you more. All this stuff will cost you over like 15 or 20K in total. But I have a bundle because people were complaining that, oh, you don't have this bootcamp bundle anymore. Well, here's another bundle. Stop complaining. It also comes with Elite 30 from hard case to hero. Learn social skills and social calibrations without any gamey tactics. This gets so many students laid with a 30-day challenge, so you know what to do at every step of the way, which gives you an invisible advantage, where you are rejection-proof. Women follows you home without you understanding why as you close them. That's right. This program has more Daygame laid testimonials than any program out there in the world. Elite Playbook. This is the product for game tactics and tonality built on top of Elite 30. This is only used after you get the foundation down for Elite 30. You don't start with this because, you need social skills and social calibrations first. That gives you 5 points. But after you get that, this one gives you more points on top of that afterwards. It's like the cake. For Elite 30 is the dry cake. This is the frosting on top. Game is only the frosting. But you need both of them. So this is what you get with the 3 months to proficiency bundle. You get 3 months to proficiency. You also get Kaizen. You also get Elite Access. You also get Tech Scheme for Minority. You also get the Inner Circle, group coaching. You also get the Mental Trauma Cure. You get the Elite 30 from hard case to hero, and you also get the Elite Playbook. All that for the price of 3 months to proficiency bundle. And I've broken the entire Daygame and getting you laid fast process down for you one step at a time. That means with the 3 months of proficiency bundle online training, you're able to get laid faster than other people's boot camps. Get laid in 1 or 2 weeks and get more lays for your money during the inflation to get laid not just once, but multiple times in a long-term training that gets you laid fast over and over. And it's easier, it's faster, with more confidence than you could do any other way. So you're not just aiming for that one lay in a boot camp where you pay them over like almost 10K with their products that don't work without alcohol crutches and wrestling with her in a bedroom, which is illegal. Then you take their 6 months to misery programs, which you eventually might get laid if you spam approach for 6 months, which doesn't even count. It's like collecting money. And lastly, you take their boot camps, at least 7 days for 5.6K. You're spending nearly 10K. But you can get all this lays fast here without spending that much worshipping just to find out about the alcohol crutch at the end. But you have to hurry because I won't keep this bundle forever since I don't want it to devalue my overall other bundles, which does not even cost as much as this. But you can buy all separately at full price for all I care. My millionaire student suggested I make this bundle offer, as crazy as it sounds to me. I didn't want to do it because I thought this is going to take me a lot of time. Also, when I removed the bootcamp offer before, I needed another offer. Since there is an inflation right now, and even in a recession soon, I mean, we are technically in a recession. If it's 2 quarters that went down, but I figure I give people this offer. Oh, the kindness of my own heart. And also the other student suggested it. In the future, this will be the main offering. Even as a group coaching, as I build a John Elite metaphorical army, all training each other in this group, as your infield gets analyzed together at the same time. You all can see each other's analysis and you're all leveling up at the same time. If you wait, you will have to lose another year or waste time in other people's boot camps using alcohol and wrestling with drunk women. Or go to other dating coaches' boot camps where you get no results, like James Tusk, where he only has 1 Daygame late testimonials, or Craprisma King with 0. While my students keep getting laid nonstop in Daygame. And also the inflation, your money is not going to be worth anything, it's going to be worthless. So it is better to make an investment while you still can. You can't lose. Plus, you get long-term training with me so you can get the first lay super fast while you focus on additional lays as you level up your social skills and social calibrations further, getting more lays. A long-term solution to get additional lays beyond the first one is more effective, efficient, effortless than their boot camps. And there's no alcohol necessary because you aren't sociopaths. And I don't want you to delay being able to get laid as fast as possible in Daygame without alcohol. And I want you to bang a white girl just like my other students, even Asian students throughout this year. And I don't want you to wait one moment longer than you have to. Now, I know that some of you are thinking, I don't have time for this right now, as you're an engineer. I'm really busy. I'll wait to get started with the 3 months of proficiency online training, or I need a bootcamp. Let's be honest here. The reason why you don't have time is because your narrow focus, your Asperger's, let's not be around the bush here, is what makes you good at your job. You have this superpower, but everything else is atrophied. It's like you have big biceps, but all the other muscles are weak. You need this to improve your social skills and your social calibrations. I can tell you from experience that there won't be a next time because the next time becomes a next time and so on. And it never happens. You might even go to several other people's boot camps, wasting over 10K, 15K in total, 20K, and then you will not want to spend it here. You lost out. Success loves speed. And if you're willing to do what it takes now, I promise you, you'll be in a very different position in a week or two than where you are now. If you follow what I show you, you'll get all my courses, online training, so you can get laid faster over and over again without a boot camp, having long-term sustainable results while improving on your social skills and social calibrations without depending on autistic Asperger's, gamey game lines, tactics that doesn't work without alcohol, and wrestling with her in the bedroom, which is illegal, or a game style that only works for positive stereotypes. Just imagine your life when you get laid faster than other people's boot camps without alcohol. You get laid fast in 2 weeks and some in 1, and you get more money for it, for your investment during this inflation to get laid not just once, but multiple times in a long-term training that gets you laid fast over and over in just a week or two. No more waiting, no more hoping or wishing. Now it's going to happen. And that's because I'll show you how every step of the way. So click on the link below now and set an appointment with me to enroll in the 3 months to proficiency bundle online training. Get on the phone with me. Let's talk. Let's see if you're qualified. Let's see if you can handle this program. Of course, not everyone's going to be invited, but you should get on the phone with me. You should not be scared because your money's going to be worthless during this inflation. Secretly, the inflation is like over 15% if you look at it. You put the money in the bank, that money is going to disappear by 15% next year. Seriously. You're wasting money by not investing it in yourself. In my program, the best investment in the world. And I'm here to help you get laid fast for Daygame, for your results. So you can update your social skills, your social calibrations, so you can use it in every area of your life. A lot of you engineers out there are really stuck. It's not just Daygame. You just can't use the social skills, the right tonality, and adapting to your family, adapting to your friends, adapting to your boss, adapting to so many other areas, not just women, to meet friends and meetup groups, have a social circle. You just don't know where to start. You getting laid in my 3MP program is my #1 priority. I can't tell you how many people from all over the world have used the 3 months to proficiency bundle, online training like Kaizen, and it totally transformed their lives. Join the 3 months to proficiency bundle online training now. Get on the phone with me. Stop wasting your time. Life is short. Life is short. And just ignore this whole inflation. Focus. Stop being like in the learn helplessness mode. Train with me now. Life is short. You got one life to live. You can't just keep watching my students getting laid one after another, can you? Let's make this happen. Let's get your dick wet with a white girl.